Hi everyone, my name is Robin and I'm here today to post video thought number one on the book Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. One of the first things that struck me in reading this book was that it was written by a woman, obviously at a time when women weren't paid too much attention to. And so I thought her very brave for actually coming out and expressing her opinions, delving into research with regard to environmental toxins, and then actually being able to publish that. I questioned several times how many people might have just dismissed her and her work, even though she gives a lot of evidence in her book. How many people might have dismissed her simply because she was a woman? I think that the focus of my paper is going to be Chapter 5, Realms of the Soil. This particular chapter kind of stuck with me because personally as a kid, I loved playing in the dirt, and there was never any thought given to the safety of the environment that I was playing in. And in reading that chapter, I really took a step back and thought about how much we take the soil for granted and all of the organisms that live in the soil, and how they are connected to each other and connected to creatures above the ground, and how important the work that they do is to life on the planet in general. So what I thought I might do is look at some of the chemicals that she talked about and some of the examples she gave. She talked about a strawberry root problem and a couple of other things. And I might focus on maybe some recent cleanup efforts, such as Love Canal, that happened back in the 70s, and see what the progress is with cleanup efforts. I know that the EPA currently has lists of different sites that are contaminated and need to be cleaned up. Some of the takeaways that I took in general from the book, number one, the theme of man versus nature. Man always seems to be at war with nature for some reason, and we never feel as though we can trust nature to provide us with a solution to whatever our perceived problem is. I personally believe that nature does provide a solution to our problems. We just have to investigate thoroughly, and of course that may take time, and as people we are often impatient and don't want to take the time to do that. So that leads to another takeaway, was the fact that there are numerous examples in the book of how man overreacted in the form of overspraying or reacting too quickly without doing research. And how I was also impressed with how she confronted the government and named specific government agencies such as the FDA and the Department of Agriculture, and how they played a role along with chemical manufacturers in this destruction of the environment. So that is what I'm going to try to focus my paper on. Current cleanup efforts with regards to soil contamination, and we'll see how that works. This is the first video that I've ever done, so I'm hoping that works as well. Wish me luck in my attempt to post it, and I wish everyone luck with their papers. Thank you. Have a good night.